Good day, my fellow Source Sparks. Thank you so much for returning to this channel. I was guided to start off with a message I'm supposed to convey through this channel, and I hope to reach as many like-minded souls as possible to help us lift the vibration of our planet. As promised in my previous video, today I will be addressing the fact that we are all energy, and the energetic field around us affects everyone and everything on the planet. It is actually totally above the comprehension of most of us how vital this is for us to evolve into the best that we can be, and whilst doing so assisting the planet that we live on. If you are like me, an empath, everything in the environment affects you. You will walk into a room, or you will pass somebody on your way to a shop, and you can feel that something is so wrong with that person. And you try and smile and lift up the vibration, but it's just, they don't even realize, because they are so impacted by whatever is wrong in their life. And it attracts to me, it sits on me, it lowers my vibration. I don't know if you guys feel that. Sometimes I stay at home just to shield myself from this. Our intuition is much higher than anybody else. This is a gift that Source gave us because we affect everybody around us by how we come across. And that's hard. It's very hard. I'm not saying that it's easy in any way, but I have learned a ritual with Archangel Michael where I ask him to please cut the cords, the emotional cords, with anybody. I mean, it can be any stranger, or if I walk into a room, I feel the vibe, the vibration. And this vibration is a vibration that I'm talking about. The problem is currently this frequency, this overall emotional frequency that is on the planet is so out of balance that it attracts all the horrible stuff, which makes this vibration even worse because we feel it with the people experiencing it. And this has been happening the last couple of years. Examples of this is earthquakes, tsunamis, hurricanes, volcanic eruptions, flooding, COVID-19, the economy falling apart because of COVID-19, famine, extinction of certain species, which really is just the worst to me, and wars being fought all over the planet are caused by this low vibrational energy because we're feeding the wrong energy. And it's as simple as that. Most human beings on the planet currently are feeding the negativity, are feeding the low vibrations instead of the higher vibrations. Now, how are we going to put it in practice to make this better? The only way that we can do this is by raising our own vibration. It's the individual, because we're all interconnected. So if one is low, it's much easier to get drawn to the lower part than to shift your vibration up to the higher part again. Or ask me, I still fall. It still hurts me. It still brings my vibration down. So I'm doing everything that I can to lift my vibration. Things like meditation, thinking of things that I really love, listening to the birds and nature, going for a walk, just shutting down from the noise, because it's noise that we get. And because we are that low, we basically lower the vibration of the planet. And exactly that, which we don't want to exist, is fed and happens. Believe me, I know it's very hard if you deal with these external circumstances to maintain the high vibrational frequencies that are required to tip these scales to the other side. I'm not a scientist, but I'm aware of the fact that our bodies comprise of mostly water, and our energetic field's vibration will rise when we are operating from a space of love and compassion for everything and everyone around us. We are more powerful than most people actually realize. The energy that we send out into the universe affects everything. Although we have to stay grounded in the present, we must refrain from the ego ruling our vibrations because of excessive self-love and selfish behavior. Even though most of society does not know this or do not wish to acknowledge this, the most important reason we have come to this planet at this time is to always operate from a place of love as much as we can. We are only human. Our source, or God, to me, does not care what profession you have, how big your house is, how much money you have, or which car you drive. This is all stuff that we as humans created as the human condition. He only cares about the one thing that binds every living thing together, and that is love. And no, I'm not here to preach to you or to convince you of one religion over the other. I believe that the religious writings of the past, including the Bible, Quran, or any other religious documentation, is in some way tainted by the ego of mankind for their own personal gain. Your spiritual journey is private and very special, and that is a path that nobody can walk for you but yourself, with God by your side, or source, or whatever you want to call him. When I automatically write, which I sometimes do, a certain subject gets put into my mind at any given moment, and I try to relay the message coming through from my understanding of it. So I'm not trying to convince you of my beliefs. I'm just trying to help you see what they're trying to say to all of us. The angels and source actually have a very, very good sense of humor. And I started off automatically writing everything, and then just narrating it to you. But that goalpost has changed, which always happens. When you go on your spiritual journey, you will see that, and I just laugh. I just think it is hilarious. So, just so you know, I only automatically write when I do books or blogs. But I was now told that all of the messages that I convey to you is going to be directly channeled. So I'm going to listen, meditate, and after I've listened, then I am going to convey the message to you. I was raised as a Christian, but I've been taken on a very long and hard journey to investigate what resonates with me, my higher self, and my inner child. In essence, I believe that all current religions being practiced on earth are one and the same, just with different versions of the same principles, and it got lost in translation over time because of the ego. I'm only mentioning this because I promised you that I would always be honest and upfront with you, and not to convince you of what I believe in. I will, however, speak from this point of view, and if this does not resonate with you at this time, that's your prerogative. I'm not going to force anybody to believe in what I have to say. Just know that it is channeled and it is a calling. In recent times, I've been in hermit mode to basically protect myself, as I've gone through very painful experiences that occurred in my life, which I want to share with you and assist you with, which caused me to withdraw from the world and only focus on my spirituality, even only if I wanted to or felt like it. People do not realize the gaping wounds that can be caused by hurtful words or selfish actions, as well as trust broken. It affects us more than we know. And if we don't deal with it, and we don't go through the dark night of the soul, this isn't fixed. And our spiritual journey just gets broken. And things happen over and over and over again with us. It is true that we mostly only move closer to Source and the spark within us when we are in the midst of the storms in our lives, which I found to be true for myself over and over again, unfortunately. Every new storm brought a new lesson in love, although I did not perceive it in this way. We are always looking for the true meaning of life, what we are destined to do in this lifetime. I'm here to tell you that yes, God has given us all special gifts, and none of us are the same, and we should find that passion and move to our destiny, because only in that space can we draw closer to the divine and vibrate at the energetic levels to sustain this planet and make it a better place. Gabriel has come to make me understand that this is very important, yes. But first and foremost, our true destiny is to operate from a space of love. My spiritual journey has been a long one, but during my hermit phase, a golden thread between all of these experiences has become clear to me. And that is, God or Source is love. When I was very young, me and my family went to a church one Sunday, and over the pulpit hung a cloth that said, God is love. I cannot tell you what the message was that was delivered by the sermon that day, but my attention was fully drawn to these words. I sat thinking about this for a while. It did not say God sends love, or through God we receive love, or to know God is to receive love. No, in capital letters it said, God is love. This made love tangible to me, because that which I felt for my parents, my friends, my pets, and the world around me was the source of everything. He is love. Prayer is not only asking Source for what we want or thanking Him for what we have. Prayer should involve God in everything that we do, sending as much love as we possibly can to every human being and living thing on this planet. We affect everything by the way that we react to situations. If we react from a place of jealousy, revenge, materialism, just to name a few, we act from a very low vibrational space, which affects our personal lives and everything around us. When we operate from emotions like these, there is no natural flow in your life, which raises your vibration or connects you with everything around you, which is an absolute necessity. Today I wish to talk to the spark in you and tell you that if you truly care about our world, our future, and the future of our children, we have to have an immediate mind shift. This is all that is required to change things around for everybody that we love and the future of our planet. If we can change this mindset, one person at a time, and reach as many people as possible, this will change. It sounds so easy, but it's the truth, even if it is hard work. It involves a lot of soul searching, purging lower vibrational energies, and being constantly mindful of any negativity affecting us and trying to deal with it so that we can raise our vibration. What we send out into the universe comes back to us all of the time. It is a cycle that can only be broken by being consistently mindful. It's very hard to do, as we are humans after all, and our egos affect all of us. But if we can identify those mistakes that we make over and over again and try and change the habit that is formed, this should become easier and easier over time. All it requires is to take one step at a time. It is also very important to practice self-love and to be more forgiving if we do falter or make a mistake. This is what makes us human. We learn from our mistakes. The secret, however, is not to make certain mistakes over and over again, and to be mindful in shifting our reality to not react in the same egotistical manner or make the same mistakes over and over again. I know it is easier said than done, but we have to be mindful and just be human and accept that we are human. The whole universe is rooting for us to get it right. You have your guardian angels and many other angels that specialize in assisting with special areas in your life. All you need to do is ask, and help will be given. They cannot help you though if you don't ask for help, because Source has given us free will, and they will only come and assist us once we ask for guidance and assistance. I have come to feel them, know which one is with me. There are so many, I cannot remember their names, but I feel them and I experience them. And if you allow it and you ask for it, it will be given to you as well. I'm not special. We are all the same. We also have our soul guides. Even though these can change over our lifetime as time goes on, it all depends on which area in our life we need assistance with. They are often departed loved ones or ancestors that we don't even know, or even our pets. One of my main spirit guides is my husky Togo. He is my constant shield of protection and love. It is such an awesome experience to connect with them through meditation. There are many excellent guided meditations on the internet to start you off on this journey. I have found that the shamanic drum-based ones are the most effective ones to connect with your special team. Even if you cannot remember the message they give during these meditations, your subconscious mind will keep this information for you. And these ideas of help will come to you out of the blue when you need this assistance. There are many gods and goddesses and ascended masters that you can call upon as well. When you delve deeper into spirituality, you constantly have a whole team at your disposal that just wants to assist and guide you to take the right path for your destiny and the destiny of everything on the living that is living on our beautiful planet. I hope that once again I've given you something to ponder about. Research or attempt to make a change one step at a time. That is all the universe expects from us. Please leave a comment if you need urgent assistance. If guided by the angels, I will channel specifically for you. My actual next message are for quite a few of you, and it's about narcissism. Narcissism affects all of us. There's a difference between narcissism and ego-based actions. And I know that a lot of you are suffering so badly from people that are narcissists. And I have to address that immediately. Until next time, stay safe and be blessed and kind to our fellow soul sparks. And be continually aware of the frequency in which you are operating. Please comment, subscribe, so that I know you are there and you need my help. Thank you so much. Goodbye.